Okay, hi my audience, your audience. My name is Tausi Juliana Achieng. I'm the founder of Vasimar. So Vasimar is a versatile brand that deals with locally made designs, custom made actually, from crocheting to beadwork to suit making. But mainly most of the time right now I'm dealing with crochet work because I'm trying to find a niche, and I've chosen to focus more on crochet work. But still, if any client comes na anataka any other thing, we do it. Like my brand is more of customization. Tausi is my real name, but nilikuja nika change afterwards because of nilikuwa nataka kuona my grandmother, so I took my grandmother's name. So there's that Julia there. Yeah, but Tausi is my real name. Everyone knows me by that. Ukisema Juliana mahali tapotea. I really have a very interesting story about crochet. When I was doing it, nikianza, I didn't start it like a career or like a passion. It was more of an escape. Yeah, around 2017 is when I started, and I was going through a lot of depression and almost to suicidal. But now, you know me, I don't use drugs, I don't use alcohol, cocaine or any other thing like that. So I was trying to find something to distract myself. And then so one day kuna huyo mama alikuwa amekaa hapo nje, alikuwa nafua, alafu alikuwa na hizo vitambaa tu za viti. Then I remember ilikuwa inatokana na amekasirika, so anazitupa tupa. I don't know what entered into me, nikachukua hizo vitambaa nikakaa nazo. I think that's when I started like working on them, just trying to figure out something to keep me busy. And that's how my crochet journey started. And the first thing I made wasn't even a scarf, it was a sweater. Yeah, and it's funny because by then sikuwa nimeona any tutorial. I was just trying, you know, trial and error, just something to distract me kabisa. So I was just crocheting, nabomoa, I crochet again, nabomoa, and then after 3 weeks, I completed a sweater, a half sweater, a vest sweater. Yeah, I still have it up to date. It's just there for a reminder. Yeah, that's how I started. There was an event around 2018. It's called Nairobi Pop-Up or something. It was happening in railways. And I was really trying to come up with an outfit. Like everyone wanted to stand out. And also I wanted to stand out as well. So during that time, I made some very nice green outfit, a 2-piece. And wow, everyone was so impressed. I mean, I was almost like the center of attraction. And then I was like, kumbe naweza fanya hii. But I didn't take it seriously because by then I was doing a different course. But again, a friend of mine akakuja akaniambia, T, she calls me T, like, have you ever thought about monetizing this or taking your crochet work seriously? But then really, I was still not there yet because I was a model. I used to do modeling part-time, so I didn't focus so much on it. But I used to make designs for people, like crochet. I give my friends, you can just wear. Yeah, and then my friend was like, Apana, just open a page, just for now until at least you just post your stuff. So the first ever thing that I made now for my page was a crochet vest. Not a vest, but a top, a bikini wear. Yeah, I just made it, put it kwa dummy, and then I posted it. Then after 2 days, someone wanted me to make it for them, and I was like, okay. So I think that's when I started taking it seriously from there. Actually, before me even starting crocheting, I used to be in the creative industry, and I also do tailoring. I used to make outfits, from vitenge, suits and everything. But now, you know, out of curiosity, you just want to, I think once you're a fashion designer or a creative, you'll always be curious, you know, the what if I try this? And usually it's trial and error. But also social media did help a lot because I think anywhere you go right now, crochet is a thing. So when you see other people creating something, you know, you also want to create something for yourself. Like, kama huyu anaweza jenga hii, ebu mimi nitry kujenga something similar ama something different. Because recently I've been added to a group, it's called Sip and Knit. Yeah, something like that. But from my understanding, people usually meet and crochet while drinking or taking tea. Yeah, I think there's a nini around it, but I don't know so much about it because I'm just new to the community. Yeah, you know me, I was just doing like a solo thing, and now recently is when I've decided to take crochet seriously. Yeah, but there are those communities there, and I believe there are also events, yeah, for that as well. Yeah, so okay, for this project, it's a really personal project for me, because I remember I had an issue with someone, and then someone told me, you know what, it was like, it was an argument. It was during it was almost my birth date. You know, I was born in Feb during the month of love, and then that time I was like, hey, me ever since I knew you, you've never bought me anything, not even flowers, not even a rose. You know, I was like, isn't the social media, achana nazo. Yeah, and then I got so mad, you know how dramatic I could be. And then I remember the last text before getting that block was, you know what, life is not all about love and roses. I was like, oh really? And so I turned that anger and pain to recreate something that is beautiful, something that is love, something that is enticing, you know, something that is just beautiful and sexy, that just represent how I felt, like opposite of whatever that statement said. And then that is when I come up with this beautiful project. Aww.
How long did it take for you?
3 days. Yeah, it only took me 3 days to come up with it. Actually, I'm so fast. I'm used to crocheting by now. Yes, and then when you start, like I told you, like when I was starting crochet, it was like an escape thing. So once I start, it's non-stop. I just crochet and crochet and crochet and crochet, even if you call me Siski. Me, what excites me the most is when someone is wearing my piece. And then when they're wearing it, like, oh, see, this thing is dope, nakapoa, you know, and then like people are talking about it. Oh my God, I looked good in it. It makes me so happy, you know, and then it gives me that psych to just continue creating, you know, putting smile on people's faces, making people looking good, wearing your piece, you know, that feeling of, you know, from just scraps or yarns to something lively, to something wearable. It just makes me happy. At first I didn't know how to price my items. But then nilikuwa naji under price so much. But around 2022, 2021, there's a cohort that I was part of. It's called Creative DNA. And I learned so much about fashion. I learned about pricing and fabrics and everything. I think that's when I now started learning about pricing from the product. Sorry, you price the product according to the materials you've used, labor, time, you know, and everything. You put them together, and then you also try to fix some profit for it. So sometimes the markup can be ×2, ×3, depending on the work and depending on the design and the time taken to create a piece. So you just put a markup. You first calculate the material you've used, how much it came, and then after that, you now start doing the markup. You start asking yourself, okay, how much time did they take? Did they take 3 days, 4 days? And then now you price yourself, like unajiona wewe unaweza kuwa how much hiyo labor yote. And then from there now you put a ×2 or ×1, depending on the outfit as well. Crochet is interesting. And crocheter can agree to this. Sometimes, maybe say you're starting a project, unaanza. When you're counting the starting chains, you tend to forget. So it needs a lot of focus. Yeah, or maybe you are in the middle of a project and then you've forgotten how many stitches you're supposed to skip or add, and then you have to redo again. So as much as it looks interesting, it's usually work, and it needs a lot of dedication, patience, and attentiveness. Yeah. That one. Hey. Okay, hi guys. So this is Tausi from Vasimar Daddy by Tausi. We're going for a short break. We'll be back soon. Stay tuned. Toodles. Welcome back. This is Millennial on the Move, and you're with me, Tausi Juliana, founder and CEO of Vasimar Daddy. Honestly, I feel like crochet is really evolving, and people are starting to embrace it. And even if you look at the people, these big brands internationally like Dior, Bottega, they have incorporated crochet in some of their collections. And also celebs. I've seen people like Harry Styles rocking some crochet sweaters. I've seen Rihanna, Zendaya. So I feel like crochet is evolving at a very high speed. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to, to when crochet will have like, crocheting machines like the way knitting. Oh, by the way, there's a difference between knitting and crochet. And I don't know if a lot of people know that, but knitting is totally different from crochet. But I think it will be nice if we have like biodegradable yarns, and then like some machines for crocheting. I mean, it will be fun. Yeah, actually, social media has been one of the best place to showcase my crochet work, and to also learn to see what other people are doing. And I've been using social media to just post my work, collaborating with models and other designers, photographers, Social media has helped it really push, and people can see, oh, so I can create a face just from yarns and come up with something nice or something conceptual out of it, which I feel it's good because people are learning. Yeah, and it's interesting to see and watch and read and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Marketing of my products, I do them mostly 100% online. Yeah, I have a Google account, like when you can just Google and find me, I'm there. I also market through other models, social media influencers, like you collaborate with them, where you give them your product, they wear at an event or something, and with that at least people get to see your work, and those who are interested or those who liked it will always reach out. Yeah, I've also done some paid ads for my brand. Yeah, and many more. Collaboration, but most of the time it's collaboration and posting online. Okay, to be honest, I haven't seen any Kenyan celebrity who's into crochet yet. But with time, this is something that is evolving. So with time, they'll catch up or they'll start embracing. It just depends with their taste of style again. Even celebrities are out of work. And as an artist, you wear what you feel comfortable with, what defines you. So maybe they'll get there. So. Yeah, I've received unusual requests from clients, not even one or two, like a few, but the one that was so funny. Yeah, so a client wanted me to recreate that Pinocchio. Is it Pinocchio? Yeah. The long nose. Yeah, so he wanted it to be crocheted, and then I should stuff something inside and also make something that he can wear it around his head. And then to have in front here to have his initial. Like it was so funny, and yeah, it looked nice afterwards, but it was so funny and unusual. Like where on earth would someone think about such an item? Yeah. A busy day as a crocheter is when you have multiple projects, unfinished projects. And then the worst thing about projects is that you started one, and then out of nowhere, another interesting project comes, so you forget about this one, you start this one, and then you're like, oh, I was to finish this one. So it's usually a house full of unfinished projects, so it's like you go from here to another one. And then when you're working on your projects, maybe you want to come up with a collection, you'll always get requests from clients who want something customized. I'm speaking about my brand because I deal with customization. Yeah, so someone will want something customized, yet you're in the middle of your project. Now you have to put it aside and now restart a new work, a new project for the client. Now before you even finish that one, there's another one that is coming up next, and you know you have to take all of the work. So by the time you're finishing your first original project, it takes days or even months, you know. Yeah, and it's usually just busy. I won't lie, a lot of chaos with yarns, different yarns everywhere, different crochet needles everywhere. Yeah, but yeah, we move on regardless, and it's usually fun though. I think everything of mine is locally sourced. I use 100% made in Kenya manufactured yarn. Yeah, I've tried using imported yarns, but I'd really prefer local yarns because they're more firm and they're easy to use and they're long lasting. If you ask, this is just my observation and opinion. You know, people, different crocheters have different opinion or whatever they like, but me, I prefer locally manufactured yarns. So most of my yarns are locally sourced. Yeah. Kitambo, we didn't have a lot of crochet stores, you know, and we had a few like specific brands being sold. But right now there are so many. Some even sell like imported yarns, different yarns. We have variegated yarns, we have, I don't know, wool yarns, we have t-shirt yarns, like all of them right now. Like right now the market is full. It's full of different types of yarn from both local and imported ones. Yeah. Yeah, so the most favorite piece I've ever made, and it's closer to my heart, is that piece from this girl, Achieng. Nyargem, sorry, this girl Nyargem. So basically, it talks about my background, my roots, like it's talking about my crochet work, it's talking about my background, you know, and my lineage. And it was so nice to bring it to life and express it through crochet work. Like it was so nice. And I'm so happy that a lot of people embraced it and it was loved, and I got like a lot of positive feedback and comments. And yeah, it's just closer to my heart. It speaks about me, my lineage, my tradition, you know, yeah, and I really love it. When I was making it, actually I was bald, I didn't have hair. But I told you, projects can take long before you finish one, especially if you have clients orders. So yeah, so it's a girl who is bald. And then the girl is facing a sunsetish. And then, you know, for me, my name is Achieng. Achieng is someone who was born during the day. In Luo, Achieng is sun. And then the black girl represents me. The thin black girl represents me facing the sun. So I was talking more about me being the light, my dad's sweetheart, and all that. Yeah, so it's a very nice, but yes, it's a very nice project. Yeah, it's closer to my heart because it speaks about me, my character as a person, the things I've been through, the odds, my skills as well, yeah, and my lineage as well, in connection with my art as well. Oh, I get my motivation from anything and everything. That's one thing about me. But usually I get my motivation and inspiration from, not motivation, but inspiration from tradition, Kenyan traditions. You know, we have like 54 tribes, and I think each and every tribe has a story. So I can listen to a certain music. Honestly, I do not know what it is, what it means, but just from the beats and everything, I just envision someone wearing something, you know, with this music as the background. So that gives me a nice picture of something I can come up with, maybe a dress or a shirt or just something. So most of the time my inspirations come from music, anything Kenyan, honestly, but mostly tradition. I'm a lover of tradition. Yeah, I like being connected to my roots most of the time. What I can tell young people who knows how to crochet, but they have not monetized it, is like, just be consistent. It's not easy. It won't be easy. It will never be easy. Yes, you'll have those days when you'll have things like this, where you just have some pain. You'll have those, because when you keep on crocheting and you're putting a lot of force, sometimes you tend to have surge or sometimes some pain here, but it's normal. Yeah, just I think consistency and always working towards bettering your skill. It's good to get inspiration from other crocheter, but always at least try to come up with something original from you. There's that satisfaction, but consistency, not giving up, not trying to be like someone else. It's okay to get inspired by what someone else is doing, but try to be your own self. You get your own identity, but most of it all, sorry. But above all, just keep on being consistent. Do, redo, and post. Whether someone sees it or not, you keep on posting. One day it will work out for you. Oh, so my product, mostly you'll find them at Arai shop. It's in Nairobi Street Kitchen along Mombasa Road. That is where I stock my ready-to-wear items. And also you can reach me on my social media page, Vasimar by Tausi. I'm always active and online. I can serve you, if you have questions about what you want to wear or anything crochet, you can just inbox me and I'll be happy to serve you and respond to you and interact with you as well.